They begin with a run by Fournette. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
How about that interception? Like father, like son. Tim McDonald Sr. had 40 interceptions in the NFL, playing with Arizona and San Francisco. His son trying to follow in his footsteps.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's the first carry now for Frank Gore. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's a give to Fournette. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Lucy. Move. 11.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Move. 11B.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Flushed out right. Throw left side complete. That's Cole. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one goes for 24 yards. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Green 80.
Into the red zone. It's Bortles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Walt Aikens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Hey, 20.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Lucy.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Escaping the pressure right. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And now running right through it. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. Now Bortles to try again after the pick 6. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now a play fake here on 1st down. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Lucy.
Again, it's Bortles. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Wake able to run him down for a loss of a yard. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Bortles. Now he steps away. He's going to let this go. And this is caught inside the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, what a move. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this.
Wait.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 74 yards. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Looking long for Westbrook. It got his man complete. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. It's a big play. Bortles to Westbrook. And even 40 yards.
Here we go.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Bortles now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lee. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Spread left.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
372.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And it's 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Escaping the pressure right. Hard throw, incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
So now here come the Dolphins. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Here's Tannehill. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Zebra. Go. Zebra.
On 1st down, Tannehill. He's to the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there at a first down again. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Tannehill. And Stills has got it. Touchdown, Miami. Kenny Stills in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Now Adam Gase has put a pair of fingers up in the air. His offense is going to go for 2. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. Sanders now to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And now out come the Jags. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now Bortles. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Bortles now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Bortles. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Austin Seferian-Jenkins as time expires in the first half. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Right back to Dre. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Now Dre, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Tannehill on 1st down. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football. They just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Bortles. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Wake in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Bortles. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down.
trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. William Hayes in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Bortles got to have this one. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rashad Jones.
Okay, it was 4th down, but you still had time here in the 4th quarter. Instead, they make the decision to go for it on their own side of the field, and this ball winds up getting intercepted.
They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete here.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another down, right?
And able to work his way down to the 16. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 34. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cole. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
Lucy. Omaha.
They'll look to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there at 22.
Lucy.
Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. In for the score. And the Jaguars move back within a couple of the lead. So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for 2.
Throw that. Move.
He's back to throw. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. My word, it'll be nothing short of a monstrous loss on the play. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They have the football. They're looking good, but the lead is just 2. So any mistake in a field goal can beat you. They got to be careful.
And that's where it gets difficult because you don't want that to leak into your thinking. You want to play like, hey, we've got the advantage. We can close this out. Don't play from fear, and they can win this game.
See if they can play fear-free and hang on. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll get this one up to the 26. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Go. Deep.
Now Tannehill. And he finds Stills, complete. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here.
Looked like it was a good game.
Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. Well, I know